Good morning, YouTube. It's Bill from Little White Dory, and I have a little bit of a problem. I came out this morning early to let the chickens do their thing, get out and have a little run around, my baby chicks. And as you can see, the baby chicks home here, which is my chicken tractor, is empty. And while they're quite often right next to it here in this arborvitae, and they like to spend a lot of time digging around in my flower beds here, I had a problem. I started watching a YouTube video from White House on the Hill about their trip to the Homesteaders of America convention, I guess. And I got sucked into it. So 20 minutes later, I come out. My little baby chicks, I don't know where they are. I'm gonna have to go find them. I'm hoping that they're not too far, that they didn't travel around the front of the house. I'm not seeing them yet. Ah, I see one. Let's hope they're all there. Hello, little chickens. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. All right, one more. Where's the other? There we go. Yeah, he's a little confused. There you go, girls. Come on. Over here. There we go. Go hang out with the other girls. All right, all accounted for. So yesterday, I did some modifications to the inside of my chicken coop. Still have to do the roof. It's been so windy, I've been pushing it off. But well, let's go around here and take a peek. I have been cleaning up, doing the fall clean out, you know. We've got the kale garden, I'll call it, over here, which I did see some sprouts. Not going to be able to see it from this far away. But there's some little sprouts in there. So hopefully they'll take before it gets too cold, and I'll put some plastic over it before long. Still have to pull my carrots. Got to get my friend who's got some rabbits to come by. She wants to pick up the greens. So I said she could have the greens. She happens to be a local policeman. She's about to retire. 22 or 3 years on the police force here. It's pretty incredible. Something she always wanted to be. She saw it, what she wanted. She just kept going for it, and eventually she became a Suffolk County police officer. So we got the backyard cleaned up. Yesterday we cut the grass real short and put the clippings around. The girls have been digging through them and having a field day. But they're all over by the chicken coop now. So let's go in there and take a look. You can see the size of the frame I'm going to use for the I'll call it a low tunnel, I guess. But we're going to hopefully get something growing in here. I'm running a little bit late, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But my hopes were to put the plastic over the top of it. The garlic is doing really well. And you can see we got some asparagus that was kind of a late growth, but looking like it'll do well. It's looking like it's holding. This is into a product called Sweet Peat, and I've talked about that in the past. And I think it was a pretty good success for this year. All right, let's take you inside and show you the modifications I did to the chicken coop. See if I can do this without losing any chickens. And you can see down here we've got some tomatoes around. Hello, girls. How's it going? All right, so I had to set up in here for 5 chickens. For 2 years, it's only been 5 chickens. And now I've got to consider that I'm going to have 16 chickens for a period of time. There might be somebody in here laying eggs. You never know. But let's see. I changed things up a bit. I lowered this bar right here was kind of there. I lowered it down quite a bit so that there wouldn't be so much of a fear of them jumping from there to here to the floor, which is covered in linoleum. It's a little on the slippery side. So I didn't want to have them making too big a jump. But we added some extra bars over here, which now gives me plenty of room for probably 5, 6, 7, probably 8 if I really needed to. Birds there. Another 8 here. and probably 8 here. And you can see I bought these masonry bins that I fill with wood chips. I've had bins in here to collect the overnight droppings, and it's been pretty good. And I see that there is nothing in this section, so it looks like I've got ground coverage with these 4 bins. And since they stay underneath the roosts, I don't really... Birds spend very little time in here. They're in here at night up on a roost, and that's it. So I'm not too concerned about the layout of the floor, although I might change this bin back to this size over here. I might get 2 of them in here. I have 1 more. And I'm going to swing around. I didn't look to see if there was any eggs in here yet today. But I did have... we do have 1 egg. In fact, I'm going to leave it in there because I don't feel like carrying it around. Cool. 1 egg. Now in here, I don't think they're going to use it, but I did put down this little swing. I can't understand how it works. I've never seen a chicken use one. But we've got these posts here that are just some roosting spots. When in the evenings the girls tend to come in here. And, you know, they just sort of hang out here. This is just a chill zone. In the winter, they will tend to go underneath this coop, and I put straw down in there for the winter so that they have a place that's dry and I guess a little warmer. But inside this run, which is really, you know, by some people's standards, enough space for these chickens to spend their whole life. It's 17 feet long, 8 feet wide, and, well, I'm standing straight ahead. Now my top of my hat's rubbing on the roof, but it's about 6 foot of clearance. I'm 6'3", so you can do the math and see the problem there. But either way, this seems to be the way that some people will keep chickens forever, and I tend to like them to get out and give them space. They've been pretty much my chickens. The 5 of them that have had access to this back space behind here pretty much all along. And now my little chickens, baby chickens, which, you know, Sapper Gardner, you talked about an integration coop. I've been trying just the slow exposure. Now I'm at a point where my 5 little chicks, I call them the babies, the littles, and the bigs. The big chickens and the little chickens seem to be getting along fine. The big chickens basically tell them when they can and can't eat their food. But so long as they stick around, they get some food. And I'm staying here because you can see they're just chilling underneath the lilac, and this one's over here poking away at some grape leaves. The type of chicken is called a black Asian, but who knows, maybe this one's got a little Greek in her. She likes the, I think it's called dulmus, likes the grape leaves. And we've got the baby chicks out here enjoying the sunlight, soaking it up, exploring, testing, checking, tasting, doing all kinds of fun stuff, doing what little chickens do. And they just seem to have a lot of fun. They're fun to be around. Now I'm missing one. I see 5. There is 6. I don't know. I just put yesterday little bands on their feet so I can tell them apart. So let's see if I can figure out who's missing. Oh, there she is. So there's the little orange. Whoops, you guys can't see. I was zoomed in. Sorry. That one's got an orange band. Hello. You've got the yellow band. I see the pink band. And the other one back there should be a blue band with the other girls. But otherwise, I can't tell them apart. You know? That little band right there makes a big difference. Makes it easy. It's hard to focus or find spots. It's kind of sunny out. So I apologize if I'm not getting good shots here. All right, we're at about 10 minutes. Today's project is to cap off the end here. I think I'm going to go with either a dome-shaped piece of wood on the end, or maybe just a triangular. I haven't figured it out yet. But I figured if I put a wood side on that, it'll give it a better wind protection. You know, wind will always be able to come up and under and push up. But most of our bad wind comes from this direction. As you can see, if I turn around that way, the east is this direction. I don't know where the sun is over here. So our east winds are our bad winds. So I want to just beef up that a little bit. And then I have a canvas, not canvas, I guess it's a plastic printed sign that is fairly heavy duty. It's like a reinforced vinyl that I plan on putting on the outside corner here just to give a little more protection from the east winds. And otherwise, just try to get this thing set up for the winter and figure out how I'm going to get these little girls integrated. I've been mixing them in with the younger, middle-aged chickens, and they're a little nasty. So we just give them small amounts of time together, and then we separate them, as I say, divide and conquer. But they're getting used to seeing the other chicks, there's no doubt. There's a little bit of a fence between them. All right, folks, we'll talk again.